A second fertility clinic in Alabama is hitting pause on IVF treatments after the state Supreme Court ruled that frozen embryos have the same rights as children. As Allie Brand shares, that decision has put the issue of reproductive rights back in the spotlight on the presidential campaign trail.
Alabama's largest hospital has paused IVF treatments after the state's Supreme Court ruled the embryos have the same rights as children, leaving patients in limbo.
It's completely just derailed a lot of hope.
34-year-old Jasmine York has a 13-year-old daughter, but turned to IVF to have a second child after multiple ectopic pregnancies.
We were really looking forward to March 20th was when I was supposed to transfer.
The court's decision stems from a wrongful death lawsuit filed by 3 couples who lost frozen embryos stored at an Alabama fertility clinic. Alabama's unprecedented ruling is reverberating on the presidential campaign trail, where reproductive rights has become a key issue following the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, ending the constitutional right to abortion. Wednesday night, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley spoke to Gayle King on CNN's King Charles about the court's decision.
I didn't say that I agreed with the Alabama ruling. The question that I was asked is, do I believe an embryo is a baby? I do think that if you look in the definition, an embryo is considered an unborn baby.
Vice President Kamala Harris addressed the ruling during a roundtable on reproductive rights in the battleground state of Michigan Thursday.
Individuals, couples who want to start a family are now being deprived of access to what can help them start a family.
The CDC says about 2% of all infants born in the U.S. are conceived using IVF each year. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The Republican chair of the Alabama Senate's Health Care Committee said he plans to file a bill that could protect in vitro fertilization in the state. This would clarify that embryos are not viable until they are implanted in the uterus.